What's up, YouTube? Today I had a great thought while I was eating breakfast. I was thinking to myself, what would it be like if I was an animated character in some of my favorite cartoons or just like my own little cartoon in general? And so I got to creating a little cartoon character version of myself in Blender. And one of my first ideas that I came up with was if I was in Star Wars, would I be a Jedi or a Sith Lord? Nothing really more to that, just that simple question. And thinking about like my personality and my traits and which one it would lead me into. And then also the other perspective, not based on my personality or anything, but just a straight up thought, wondering which pathway I would choose if I was in those shoes. But anyways, lately I've been sculpting more characters than I have been box modeling. So I just wanted to take one step back and just do something simple this time. And I was honestly super happy with how my little cartoon character turned out. I also learned some new stuff, like how to do eyes in this specific way using a shader and an empty. And then, depending on how far the empty touches your mesh object with said shader, or material rather, will be how much the pupil shows up. And I thought it was a really cool concept. I learned it from Joey Carlino. And then I was able to make kind of like a really basic face rig using shape keys and some driver bones. Once I was done with the body of my model, I went ahead and added a cloth simulation, trying to get the Jedi robes look. I didn't need anything too crazy, but I just wanted a little bit of movement on there to give our character a little bit more life. I didn't spend too much time on it at this point because I was gonna have to be doing the animation, but I did find a nice lab coat that I ended up sufficing for Jedi robes. Next up, it was time to do some animating, and I knew for this scene that I wanted to have my character take a couple steps, draw his lightsaber into like a defense pose, and then get shot at, deflect a few bolts, and then get lifted up by like the force, like force choke. As you just saw, I was working on the lightsaber a little bit. One of the key parts that I wanted to add in here was kind of a tribute to Master Yoda. He's one of my favorite Jedis, if not my favorite. And there's a scene from Attack of the Clones where he draws his lightsaber by using the Force, and he does like a little spin right into his hand as he draws it. And so I really wanted to add that into my scene. So we saw a little bit of work on it a few seconds ago, but there's more later because I was having a few issues with object constraints. But yeah, this was my animation progress, at least some of it. For those of you who are watching this that don't do that, it's just all trial and error for me to, just pick a pose that I want my character to be in and then kind of reverse engineer how would they, take that step? How would their weight shift? Like their hips sit back further, all those kind of things until I got something I was happy with. As for the Sith Lord part, he didn't have any crazy animation. I just wanted the camera to go right up near his face to see the Sith eyes. I also wanted to have his hand do like the little force choke motion. And then eventually I added the red lightsaber draw. Thank you all for watching. This is just one scene from a bigger project. So if you guys enjoyed this, stay tuned for more. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. One more thing. Let me leave you guys with this question. Would you choose to be a Jedi or a part of the Sith?